Our Tech Brands feature now takes a look at one of the best-known names in photographic technology, Kodak. Kodak has evolved from an early pioneer of photography to become one of the world's largest companies and also one of the most innovative. From space photography to digital processing to radiography, the company has captured it all. George Eastman founded the company in 1880 as a research lab in the United States. With a budget of $50,000, new products emerged from the labs, such as photography, movie cameras, X-rays, and aerial image capture.
He realised that there was a huge market out there, an untapped market, whereby if he could get more people to become photographers, the potential for profit was unlimited. So George Eastman introduced in 1888 a little hand camera which he called the Kodak, and this was designed to be a camera simple enough for anyone to use. So for the first time anyone could take a photograph. More importantly, alongside the camera, Eastman introduced the modern developing and printing industry. People no longer had to process their own photographs. You could send them off to the factory, it would be done for you, and you would have your prints back by return of post. So for the first time he separated taking a photograph from making a photograph. And he summed it all up in the wonderful advertising slogan, "You press the button, we do the rest."
And within a year, it became a well-known phrase. The keys to Eastman's success in making photography a popular leisure time activity for the masses were his development of roll film and the inexpensive box camera. Although film and cameras are far more sophisticated and versatile today, the fundamental principles behind his inventions have not changed. Eastman's philosophy was to make photography available to all. To this end, he produced the Brownie camera, which would retail at $1 in the US. This vision ensured the success of Kodak's photography division. New color photography was another product the company pioneered. In the early 1930s, Kodachrome film was launched, making color photography affordable to all. In 1969, Neil Armstrong took extreme close-up pictures of the lunar soil with a unique stereoscopic Kodak camera, and they've assisted NASA ever since those early missions. Imaging sensors were on board the ill-fated Mars Climate Orbiter, launched to gain a better understanding of Mars' atmosphere and climate. The equipment on board was designed to help the spacecraft's two cameras take pictures in up to 8 colors and capture images through Mars's atmosphere.
Welcome to Kodak Picture Maker.
Fast forward to the 21st century and Kodak's digital imaging kiosks enable copying, enhancing and storing or enlarging of snapshots into photo-quality digital prints.
Please wait while your picture is being printed.
PhotoNet is an online picture service that combines the power of pictures with the distribution power of the internet. Snappers can have their pictures scanned into a PhotoNet account and share their digital pictures online or order prints and other hard copy output. The Photo CD system is a useful tool for working and manipulating digital images. Digital cameras using all the latest high-tech gadgetry are also a big part of the portfolio. As well as processing major Hollywood blockbusters, the company also showcases cutting-edge applications and new filmmakers using digital photography and other new techniques. They regularly sponsor film festivals and help distribution for short films. Kodak may need to change its emphasis in the future, but its expertise in digital imaging means it looks well placed to retain a place in photography and motion pictures history. Time to join Mark Chislak again as he shows us round some of the more bizarre vehicles that have taken to the skies.
Regular viewers of The Right Stuff will know that there's nothing that we like better here on this show than getting our hands on some of the biggest, best and sometimes downright weirdest vehicles that the world has to offer. Now today, as a one-off special deal to you lucky viewers, I've managed to scramble together perhaps the greatest collection of aircraft that the world has ever seen. Honestly, all of this that you see behind me is all my own work. Air shows are usually a showcase for the latest and greatest in aviation technology, encompassing aircraft from military and civilian worlds. Well, we've decided to track down 3 planes which are so unusual that there's probably about a 1 in a million chance of you catching a glimpse of them at a normal airport. Everybody knows how helicopters work. The blades on top spin round really fast and the thing takes off, right? Wrong in the 21st century, because Bell and Augusta helicopters think that the future of the whirlybird is going to look something like this. This is the 609 tilt rotor, an aircraft which fuses the best characteristics of an airplane and a helicopter. The 609 tilt rotor is a revolutionary concept in aircraft design. It has all of the advantages of a fixed wing plane, speed, height and range, but it also gets to utilise the one feature which makes helicopters completely indispensable, namely vertical takeoff and landing. Until now, the only airplane which has had true VSTOL capabilities has been the Harrier jump jet. The 609 should be able to give it a run for its money. Now, you might ask, why would you want to turn your helicopter into an airplane? Well, it's quite simple, really. Planes can fly loads faster than helicopters, but, as you probably already know, planes need runways to land, and helicopters, well, they can land pretty much wherever they want to. That's where the 609 really comes into its own. A number of different versions of this aircraft have been planned. A civilian one can accommodate 12 passengers, and the US Coast Guard have already placed orders for a search and rescue version. And now, from helicopters with engines that move to planes with engines in weird places. This is the Piaggio Avanti, and I must admit, it's a pretty unusual looking aircraft. The first thing you notice about it is that the engines appear to have been bolted on the wrong way around. This is deliberate, however. Basically, it means that the passengers inside the cabin have a much more comfortable ride, there's less vibration created, and it makes the plane overall far more aerodynamic than a normal turbopropped aircraft. This equals more speed. You can take 8 passengers with you, and you've got a range of pretty much all of Europe. At a cost of around £3 million, it's perhaps the coolest way of arriving at any airport. If you're looking for something that's a little bit different, you can always rely on the Italians to oblige. If you're thinking of moving house, and I quite literally mean your whole house, then the Airbus Supertransporter is probably the world's best removals van. The Supertransporter has been designed for exceptional heavy lifting jobs across massive distances, can carry a whopping great 47 tons of cargo, and has about the same range as a jumbo jet. Well, back to the normal air show itinerary of displays and the red arrows, and pilots, well, who are just showing off.
An insight into the life of a movie star now as we take you inside the mobile hideaway that's reassuringly expensive.
1, 2, 3.
Dudleys are the only supplier of Winnebagos throughout UK and Europe. The name Winnebago is sort of synonymous with American motorhomes. Although other brands are available, the word Winnebago is the best, and we supply them, and we are the only supplier. The people who buy Winnebagos come from all walks of life. It can be from someone who sold their house and is going to go and live in it, to people who have got a lot of money and want to use it for another toy that they'll have along with their boat and their luxury villa. We have a number of famous clients, Zoe Ball and Norman Cook, Fatboy Slim, JK from Jamiroquai. He purchased a large 34-foot Winnebago from us had it painted bright red, and then had the Ferrari symbols put down the side, which is of course his love. He brings it into us regularly for servicing, and we often see him and chat to him about the experiences he has in it. Modifications to the vehicles are sometimes requested. We usually end up taking the bedrooms out and making them into conference rooms for motorsport teams. One of the weirdest things that we've had to fit to a Winnebago was a complete aviary and cage for the customer to take his parrots and parakeets with him, along with these dogs and cats and the rest of the menagerie that he owned. Winnebago journey that we're currently sitting in encompasses a lot of luxury features. Starting at the front of the vehicle, we have a full entertainment package which can be linked to automatic satellite systems, DVD systems, large 28-inch screen television. The dashboard incorporates reversing cameras for looking behind you when you're travelling and when you're reversing. As you move back down the vehicle, the lounge area has lovely ultra leather seating. The couch area can go into a double bed to give you extra sleeping capacity. And then the lounge and kitchen area extend on a hydraulic system so that you gain up 36-foot extra space when the slide out is operated when you're parked. Our vehicle price ranges start new at about £68,000. Beyond the Brave range, we then go into the Sun Cruisers. Sun Cruisers take you up to just under the £100,000 mark. And then beyond that, the vehicle we're sitting in at the moment is the Journey, that ranges from 138 to 150,000, depending on the specification of the engine and what features we have inside. Now, top of the range is the Winnebago Ultimate Freedom, which comes in at about £220,000, and that is the ultimate coach that's produced on a production line.
That's it for now. Join us next time for more Right Stuff.